In the quiet riverside community of Caria Caria, along the west bank of the Essequibo River, a boy named Donald Rabindranauth Ramotar was born on October 22, 1950. Life in this part of Guyana was simple and grounded. Villages depended on the land, the river, and each other. It was a place that taught endurance, humility, and the strength of community. Donald grew up in a modest home, where education was seen as a path to empowerment. His parents were not wealthy, but they valued honesty, learning, and hard work. From an early age, he showed curiosity about the world beyond his village, especially the struggles of working people and the politics shaping the nation. He attended St. Stanislaus College in Georgetown, where his awareness of social issues deepened. These were the years when Guyana was preparing for independence, and the political voices of Cheddi Jagan and Forbes Burnham echoed across the nation. Young Ramotar watched, listened, and began forming his own ideas about equality, democracy, and national unity. By the time he was a teenager, his sense of purpose was already clear. He wanted to be part of a movement that fought for ordinary Guyanese. The seed of leadership had been planted. In 1967, at just 17 years old, Donald Ramotar joined the People's Progressive Party, PPP. At the time, the PPP stood as a beacon for workers, farmers, and families striving for a fairer Guyana. The young Ramotar saw in it a platform to translate ideals into real change. He worked his way up quietly but steadily, earning the respect of senior members through diligence and discipline. He was not a loud voice, but one of the most consistent and thoughtful. Over the next decade, he would grow from a party youth to one of its most trusted strategists. In the 1970s, he became secretary of the Guyana Agricultural Workers Union, GAWU, the union representing sugar workers, who were among the backbone of the nation's economy. Sugar plantations were tough, and labor conditions were often difficult. Ramotar devoted his energy to improving workers' lives, negotiating fairer wages, and ensuring safety on the estates. Through GAWU, he earned national recognition as a man deeply connected to the struggles of the working class. He proved himself capable of balancing empathy with practicality, a quality that set him apart. It was also during these years that he came under the influence of Dr. Cheddi Jagan, the PPP's founding leader and a lifelong mentor. From Jagan, Ramotar learned that leadership was not about self-promotion, but about consistency, patience, and service. These values would define him for decades. By the 1980s and 1990s, Ramotar's reputation within the PPP was solid. He had risen through the ranks based on loyalty and intellect rather than ambition. When Cheddi Jagan passed away in 1997, the party faced the enormous task of sustaining its philosophy and unity. Ramotar was chosen to serve as General Secretary of the PPP, a position of immense responsibility. As General Secretary, he became the backbone of the organization, overseeing party operations, coordinating national campaigns, and maintaining internal harmony. His calm approach and focus on teamwork earned him respect, even among political opponents. He entered the National Assembly in 2001 as a Member of Parliament, where he continued advocating for the working class and for policies that balanced economic development with social fairness. Ramotar also became an influential figure in shaping the PPP's long-term strategies during the presidency of Bharat Jagdeo. He was the kind of politician who preferred quiet action over dramatic speeches. In the midst of fiery debates, he was the calm voice of reason, careful, deliberate, and committed to progress without chaos. This composed leadership style would eventually carry him to the highest office in the land, the presidency, 2011 to 2015. In 2011, after decades of service, Donald Ramotar was elected as President of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana. It was the culmination of a lifetime spent within the PPP, and for many supporters, it felt like a continuation of Chedi Jagan's legacy. Ramotar took office at a crucial turning point. Guyana was growing, and early signs of offshore oil discoveries hinted at a prosperous future. His presidency sought to position the nation for this next chapter by focusing on development, technology, and inclusion. He launched programs aimed at improving education and bridging the digital divide, including the One Laptop Per Family initiative. Infrastructure expansion was another priority. Roads, housing, and access to electricity saw major government investment. He also worked to strengthen relations within CARICOM and other international organizations, promoting Guyana as a stable, cooperative player in the Caribbean and South America. However, his presidency faced serious challenges. Political polarization deepened, and opposition parties used their parliamentary majority to block several major government proposals. This legislative deadlock culminated in 2014, when Ramotar took the controversial step of proroguing Parliament to prevent a no-confidence motion, sparking both domestic and international debate. The situation led to early elections in 2015, which the PPP narrowly lost to David Granger's APNU coalition. Despite disappointment, Ramotar accepted the results peacefully, emphasizing unity and respect for democratic principles. His calm and dignified response earned him widespread admiration, even from critics. Personal life. Behind Donald Ramotar's steady leadership is a woman known for grace and compassion. Dayalakshmi Ramotar, his wife and Guyana's First Lady from 2011 to 2015. Before stepping into public life, Dayalakshmi worked as a nurse and educator, professions that reflected her caring nature. During her tenure as First Lady, she championed community-based programs focusing on women's empowerment, child welfare, and health care. Her outreach efforts often took her to villages and small communities, where she met families firsthand and worked on improving health awareness and education opportunities. She preferred quiet service to fanfare, mirroring her husband's reserved style. Together, the Ramotars have 3 children, who maintain private lives away from politics. Those close to the couple describe their marriage as a partnership grounded in shared values, respect, service, and family. Throughout their public journey, Dayalakshmi remained his steadfast supporter, confidant, and anchor, a reflection of their deep mutual trust, net worth, and lifestyle. As of 2025, Donald Ramotar's estimated net worth is between $1 million and $3 million, built mainly from his decades in public service and official pensions. There is no evidence of significant business ventures or overseas wealth. Donald Ramotar's life is a journey from the riversides of Essequibo to the presidency, a testament to patience, commitment, and belief in people-centered politics. He rose not through theatrics or privilege, but through years of service and loyalty to a cause greater than himself. Please subscribe for more.